Friends, on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Goes underneath for Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 24. And it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gone, 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 gone. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he has landed on hard. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Dancing to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And the Steelers set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they'll do.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They pitch it to Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right?
And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Preston Brown. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Bell sheds him off. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him. Thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger, and the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Snickers, 66.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 47 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Gone!
2nd down, Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield now from the 50. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Mayfield on first down. Screenplay, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Oh, some strong running. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Third and goal, they're going with Chump. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Caught here by Bell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Patriot! Patriot! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Leopard! 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 All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit!
And again, it's Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Mayfield now. Throwing left side, it's complete. How did he stay on his feet? And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. as his guys are in for 6. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. On the counter, here's Bell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
And I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A toss play to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Or has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger will throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The give is to Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A give to Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the Browns getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. second down. Mayfield going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
8. Set. White 80. Jack 16.
They'll go again with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 2:30. All right, let's go.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. Room here to run. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now it's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Here we go. The Browns will go for two. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's Bell. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Bell. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get there. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.